And in Shepparton, the humanities courses, you know, we've only got one permanent staff member and a 0.2, you know, a permanent 1.2 positions. I mean, most of the work is being covered by sessionals, and as far as I'm aware, all of us are missing out going forward because it's all going online, and we haven't been included at this stage as tutors in the pool for, you know, running online classes no matter who gets enrolled in it.
Okay. Couple of things to point out too that Claire's just raised, that people, when you're talking to people and there's been a lot of talk about how transparent senior staff have been and how they've got our best interests at heart. Just keep in mind that senior contract staff and senior executive groups will continue to get their pay rises during the framework, and that the 20% sharing of the pain actually counts as a tax-deductible donation, whereas our sharing of the pain of up to 10%, whatever it ends up being, is not. So I was pretty angry to hear that over the weekend.
I think the other thing about when you look at what the Vice-Chancellor got in 2012, I think it was 700,000 and now he's on 980. So I think I worked out that was a 40% pay increase, and I certainly haven't had a 40% pay increase in that time period. Maybe you guys have, but most admin, professional and academic staff I have haven't had a staff increase of 40%. And when you look at the senior executive group salaries, you know, they've just ballooned in that time as well as the numbers on the senior executive group.
Just finally, I go back to Terry's point that the only strategy that seems to be in the arsenal of this leadership group is a restructure of some sort or cutting staff. In 2013-14 with Future Ready, it was all about, I think it was a $70 million black hole that was coming towards us, that was going to face us. And I remember Richard Speed talking on the ABC about how students want to be able to access things online, like when they're in the bath. Josh, you might have a view about that because you would have been a student back then, maybe. The reason John Dewar gave at a recent staff briefing for this, the need for this was COVID-19. I think we know that that's not what it is. That's contributing for sure, I'm not denying that. But there are some serious questions to be asked about the targets that were set with Future Ready that he and the leadership team acknowledged, at least last year, were overreaches, and they've scaled that back. And some of what we're experiencing has been coming for a while. It's not just COVID, it's a convenient excuse. So we need to be mindful of that. Anyway, shall we wrap it up? If no one else has got any comments?
Yep. Thanks everyone for coming.
Thanks for coming.
I'll let you do that.
Did you want to say something, Josh?
Oh,
No, you're back on mute again. No. We can't hear you if you are speaking. Okay. I'd be curious actually to talk. Don't want to single you out, Josh, but you've been through it as a student and now staff member. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thanks.
Thanks, everyone, for coming. And if you've got any further questions, just email myself or Kathleen. We'll be happy to try and forward, your questions to other people that might know the answers if we don't.
Okay. Thank you.
Any Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people zooming in with us today. Just some housekeeping that we will be recording this session. And so if you are not wanting to be recorded, if you wanted to mute your video or block your video, or rename yourself, that would be good as well, if you'd like to. I just need permission from the meeting host. It might be you, Anastasia, if you wanted to do it.
Oh, yep. Does everyone feel okay about that, about recording